You take a look at the Celtics.
And just walking around this city, everyone wants to talk about this team. They're playing great basketball. The fans love them. This arena is going to be electric.
Pass to Holiday. Well, Clark, more or less in the home stretch here. How does it feel to have the year winding down?
Well, on many levels, it feels good. I mean, you know, the postseason is upon us, and that'll ramp things right back up. The season may be ending, but the excitement is just about to start again.
Now here's Finney Smith. 15 in his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. And they're on the run. And finished off by Tatum.
Yeah, I tell you what, Tatum really good at getting out in transition and taking advantage of what the defense gives you.
Connect. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Porzingis misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here
for
tonight.
Los Angeles.
The definition of a stretch four, Finney Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive. Both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And the Celtics in possession here. Following the score by the Lakers. And here's Brown for 3. Buries it from 3.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
Now here's Hayes. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
Luka Doncic.
Doncic, good.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Here's White. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for it. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Connect. To the paint. And Doncic hammers it home.
Luka Doncic.
With so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
To the middle. Here's Tatum. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Doncic outside. That 3's off the mark. Celtics trail by 3.
Los Angeles.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points. Tied for 4th most in NBA history.
BA, he is so special. The thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Here's Doncic. Gets a very good look and converts. Doncic has got 7.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
Outside, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Oh, clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Doncic.
Personal foul. second team
And you look
foul.
at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Pass to Lynn. To the inside. Horford with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Brown. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's Finney-Smith. Horford with some nice D. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
The Celtics 9. The Lakers 12.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find. The shot mechanics are really impeccable, perfect. Porzingis, one of those guys you can't leave by himself.
Now here's Reeves. Still no points. The offensive rebound. Outside Vanderbilt. Second chance shot. And finished off by Hayes.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
Outside Porzingis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Personal foul.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Now here's Doncic. He has 7. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. The 3 from Craig. Drills it from deep. Craig's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. And they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
Now into the lineup.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swing.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
They get it back.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And that one drops. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
You allow him to get that close, he deserves to get scored on. His time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 6. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Dorian
Count the basket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Pritchard. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Doncic. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. .44 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Pritchard. And here's Horford for 3. Glenn pulls it in. To the right side. And here's Finney-Smith. From behind the arc. The Lakers with another miss.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold to the last shot here.
Austin Reeves.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul.
You don't want to stop the
Second
clock
team
right there.
foul.
I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Lakers
Yeah, but that's no
substitution.
excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, there
Hayes.
might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
That's the end of the first half.
So
With the score, Celtics 22.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been
22.
fairly even so far. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Their next game is in Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets.
Aggressive move that time by Holiday. He's the engine that makes this offense churn.
And finished off by Hayes.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Second personal foul. First
It
team
is. I
foul.
mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much
The
better
line for the
off
Lakers.
making him go to the line.
Jackson Hayes.
And the Lakers making a change
2
here.
shots.
He's off on the second. The Celtics with the lead. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Back to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with a baseline jumper. Pass to White. Down low. Right side, Porzingis. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Unloads. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Celtics foul.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Second team foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
You gotta love this Connect kid. Started at a smaller Division I school, transferred up to play big-time college hoops, and now he's here.
Back to Vincent. Here's Connect. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Shoots over Brown. No good, a bit long that time.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Back to Tatum. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Pass to Reddish. Up top, Vanderbilt. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Boston leading by 3. Here's Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 7 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Dalton.
And that one's good. Connect.
3.
3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter.
Remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
The kick out to White. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Oh, he picked him clean. And they're on the break. And it's Connect missing. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Cornette. The kick to Tatum. Inside. Holiday. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boston.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go for it.
Right now, fans.
And the Celtics call time here. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6",
Substitution on the court.
confidently out there on the wing.
Both teams will make substitutions. It's a close game here in Boston. Pass to Horford. Here's Walsh. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
From Al
A
Horford.
reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Vanderbilt. Assist goes to
And book it for Vanderbilt.
Cam Reddish.
Against good defense, he finds just enough room to operate.
And here's Horford for 3. Hey, Horford from range.
Stretching the floor. Big Al Horford doing his part.
The Lakers call timeout.
Lakers. We know you all want a t-shirt, everyone. Let me hear you get loud. Lakers substitution.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
Austin Reeves.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of the timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the defense, they're going to have to step up. 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 They're going to have to step
He's making a switch here. The Lakers call timeout.
Timeout. Lakers. All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment. Give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Lakers trail by 5. .32 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Doncic. Looking to end this cold spell. Here's Lynn. Horford pulls it in. Celtics lead by 5. Here's Hauser. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Come on, Horford.
Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Up in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And don't go far. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
Excellent finish that time inside by Doncic. He's highly skilled. I mean, that's obvious. What's not so obvious is how big he is. This guy looks me eye to eye.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for him this half.
And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. That'll shoot 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
First team foul.
And because of his energy and physicality, Connect draws a lot of contact out there.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Three-pointer Holiday. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
From deep, here's Doncic.
Jackson.
Good work there as it goes.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Back to Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Hayes misses. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Connect with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Doncic, no good.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And the basket by Holiday.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Now here's Doncic. Six to shoot. No good off the back of the rim.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
White can't hit. Lakers trail by 14. Pass to Hayes. He got a piece of it.
Well, we've always talked about the great defender that Holiday is. Well, he showed you right there with the rejection.
Tatum from long range. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 16.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. The team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
From Drew Holiday.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Doncic. Can they get it? And he lays it in.
Luka Doncic.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Greg. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kristaps Porzingis.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Boston ball. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Pritchard. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers.
Lakers ball.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up.